Hey guys, Bios and Ramos, and today the Dolphins lost once again to the Washington Redskins at home, 17-16. Come on. Alright, so let's get into it.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
So, like I do with every post-game video, I go over the stats, and there's quite a couple to go over. So let's start off with Washington Redskins. Case Keenum was the starter this game for the Washington Redskins, and he went 13 for 25. He didn't really have a good day. 166 yards, 2 touchdowns, no sacks. I don't know. Then we go to the Dolphins. Josh Rosen started this game. He went 15 for 25, 85 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and was sacked 5 times for a loss of 30 yards. Not a good day for Josh. So, I think third or fourth quarter, late third quarter, early fourth quarter, Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in the game, and see what he does. 12 for 18, 132 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 sacks, no interception. Not bad. Fitz Magic came in the game and balled for a brief moment. Now, where does that put the statement that was made heading into this week that Josh Rosen is a starter for the rest of the year? Who knows? Maybe we see more of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Who knows? We'll see what is to come off of this game. This horrible game. I don't know. Next, when we go to Washington's rushers, we have Adrian Peterson, AD all day. We have him, 23 carries, 118 yards. And his longest was 25 yards. And that was a pretty good run, I saw it. Then Chris Thompson, 3 carries, 12 yards. Case Keenum, 4 carries, 10 yards. Wendell Smallwood, 1 carry, 4 yards. Steven Sims Jr., 1 carry, 1 yard. Paul Richardson, 1 carry, 0 yards. Miami Dolphins, Kenyon Drake, 10 carries, 40 yards. Mark Walton, he had 6 carries, 32 yards. Kalen Ballage, 3 carries, 7 yards, and the 1 touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2 carries, 5 yards. Now when we go to receiving, we have Terry McLaurin for the Washington Redskins, 4 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. Longest was 33. That was the one that he beat. 31. I think that's Lamone's. So anyways, then we go to Jeremy Sprinkle. Is that his last name? He had 2 receptions for 24 yards. Adrian Peterson, 2 for 18 yards. Kelvin Harmon, he had 1 reception, 8 yards. Chris Thompson, 2 receptions, 8 yards. Terry Quinn, 2 receptions, 8 yards. Paul Richardson was targeted 4 times, 0 catches. Now when we go to the Dolphins, Mike Gesicki, 3 receptions, 51 yards. Mark Walton, 5 receptions, 43 yards. And then Preston Williams, 2 receptions, 31 yards. Kenyon Drake, 6 receptions, 30 yards. Devontae Parker, 3 receptions, 28 yards. Allen Hurns, 2 receptions, 16 yards. Albert Wilson, 5 receptions, 15 yards. Nick O'Leary, 1 reception, 3 yards. And Isaiah Ford was targeted once and didn't catch anything. So, Dolphins dropped half their balls once again. They were 27 receptions to 42 targets. It's pretty much half. A little bit. They catched a little bit more than normal, so it did get better. But Dolphins could have tied up the game. They could have tied it with a field goal, 17-17. But they decided to go for the 2-point conversion to get the win. Pretty much 6 seconds left on the clock. No, nothing really stopping them from, winning the game except their incompetence to kick the field goal and possibly go into overtime. But they decided to run a really, really dumb play where Kenyon Drake's coming in motion. He's on the way on the far left of Fitzpatrick. He's coming in, and then Fitzpatrick throws the ball to him right when he's getting to him close, and then he drops it. Doesn't even give the team a chance to possibly win. Now, that was a crucial drop, and there was pressure already coming into the backfield. I'll get back to that later. Let's continue going over these stats. Case Keenum, he lost a fumble. Adrian Peterson recovered it. Daniel Kilgore fumbled. That's kind of weird. Nick Leary recovered, and Kenyon Drake recovered a fumble. Interesting. Nick Leary lost one and he recovered it, I guess. Now, when you look at the defensive stats, Landon Collins sacked Josh Rosen. He had 12 total tackles, 10 solo. He had 2 pass deflections. Let's see, who had the interceptions for Washington? Quentin Dunbar had an interception, and Sean Dion Hamilton had an interception as well. Miami was not able to force a turnover at all. No interceptions. Now when we go to kick returns, Steven Sims Jr. had 1 return for 21 yards. Kenyon Drake had 1 return for 15 yards. Terry Quinn for the Washington Redskins with punt returns, he had 2 for 14. And Miami had Preston Williams returning punts today, and he had 4 for 42 yards. Now when it comes to kicking, Dustin Hopkins went 1 for 2 field goals and was 2 for 2 on extra points. Meanwhile, Jason Sanders was 1 for 1 on field goals and 1 for 1 on extra points. Could have been 2 for 2 on extra point, but like I said, incompetence. Next, punting, Tressway, 7 punts, 315 yards. 2 of them were in the 20. Longest was 53. And then Matt Hack, 7 punts as well, 310 yards. 3 in the 20, and the longest was 60. So not a bad day for Matt Hack. So all that being said, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't really watch the game. I didn't. But I was able to catch the final drive where Preston Williams reached for the first down instead of going out of bounds. Then it had to make us clock the ball. 10 seconds left. Boom. Post route, pretty much. Devontae Parker catches a touchdown. We're close. We're within 1 point. Now this is where the game was lost. Instead of going for the 2-point conversion, they could have kicked the field goal and gave the team another chance, and possibly going into overtime, which was most likely going to happen with 6 seconds left. There was no chance Washington could have driven down the field. Yes, they had the 3 timeouts before that touchdown, but they didn't have enough time to, unless it was one quick play and then a Hail Mary, but I doubt it. In 6 seconds, that's pretty much impossible. Especially, another thing, I'm gonna do this after the 2-point conversion play. So, had Kenyon Drake on this, this is how it would be. Kenyon Drake's coming here, boom, snap the ball, throw to Kenyon Drake, he drops it. If he would have caught it, he would have been tackled immediately. Anyways, I don't understand why you don't get your 2 big wide receivers, Preston Williams and Devontae Parker, and give them a chance to go up and get the ball. I really don't. I really do not understand that. That was bad play calling by the Miami Dolphins, 100% right there. That's what cost them the win. Second of all, on the onside kick, following that, if Raekwon McMillan doesn't try to just run over whoever the hell catches the ball instead of looking at the ball. He didn't look at the ball. He was just running into where the ball was going, but he didn't look at the ball. If he literally looks at the ball, I guarantee you he has a chance of recovering the onside kick. Now, would it have made a difference? Not really, because it would have been really hard field position for the Dolphins to do anything about, especially with no timeouts, 6 seconds left, whatever. But the point is, you got to look at the freaking ball. Literally, if he looks at that ball, he can jump up and catch it. But he's too focused on running over the guy who could possibly recover it. So, that being said, Dolphins are now 0-5, 0-4 at home. So, the first 4 games at home, definitely lost. I mean, when you don't win, you know, it's guaranteed to have losses at home. Washington Redskins are now 1-5, and they're 1-2 away. This is how the scoring went for through the 4 quarters. 0 points for both teams to the first. Second quarter, Washington up 7, Miami 3. Then they have Washington scored another 10 points in the third quarter, and then just when the Dolphins were out of it, they scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. They would have just kicked the field goal. Maybe they win, maybe they lose, but you don't have that doubt of like, you know, we could have won it on this 2-point conversion. You don't have that saying because you gave your team a chance to actually compete and win in overtime. Give your fans free football because you guys have been so bad lately that you can't even do that. Can't even do that. Honestly, the way the coaching staff has been playing it out is any chance they get to just get off the field, in the sense of going into halftime or ending off the game, they've been taking that way out to get the hell out of the building real quick, because I guess they really want Tua Tagovailoa. I'm pretty sure I said his name right. Pretty sure they want him so bad that they insist, let's run this stupid play so we don't win the game and just give our fans all this hope for no reason, you know? So, it's pretty much that. That being said, the Dolphins go to Buffalo next week to play the 4-1 Bills, coming off their bye week. They're on a bye week this week, and they're going to be coming off of it feeling refreshed. In the game picks video, the last week when they played the Titans, I thought that Josh Allen was still sidelined, so I'm pretty upset that the Bills won, because I would have picked him if I knew Josh Allen was going to play. But none of the fact, it's a pretty tough team Dolphins are going to have to face there in Buffalo. They were a team rebuilding in the AFC East, like many others, like the Patriots. Not the Patriots. Patriots never rebuild. The Jets, and now us. So, and they're doing pretty well. You know, they had just came off a playoff appearance, and then they ended up drafting Josh Allen, getting rid of their quarterback, who was the one who took them there, Tyrod Taylor. And I don't know, it's pretty interesting to see. I'll give you guys more on that when we get around to that game. But Dolphins did everything in their power to lose this game. They might have gotten close, but that was horrible play calling. On a 2-point conversion, you don't dial up a play that has the play starting from the backfield. You know, you have a play that is where it's going to go is in the end zone 100%. Doesn't make any sense, honestly. And I don't know, Matt had texted me that he should be the offensive coordinator. He's like, I need to be the offensive coordinator for the Dolphins. Why does he insist of doing an empty backfield with no O-line? Put a running back or even put a tight end so he can at least get extra time. It's bad. So I agree with you, Matt. I mean, the play calling is not looking so well. Shadow shade. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Anyways, Dolphins are 0-5, and they are a game closer to getting that #1 pick, because let's see who has won today. Let's see. The Texans beat the Chiefs today, so that's not good for our picks. And I think the Steelers, they play tonight against the Chargers. So I mean, I really don't know. And then that's the after the Bills, that's the team we play Monday Night Football. So now be prepared for the worst, my friends. The Steelers have a bye week before we play them as well. I guess every team is getting 2 bye weeks when they play the Dolphins. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the post notification bell option to get notified every time I upload a video. Don't also forget to check out my Twitter and Instagram at @ByAustinRamos. And lastly, check out byaustinramos.com. It hurts. It really hurts, but fins up.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.